Simpson blocked, but he'll go to the line.
And Santa Lucia needed to get something there as this lead had gone back up to 9. Smart play by Erbastondo. Instead of trying to force a challenge 3 late in the shot clock, find your import.
Simpson with his 3rd foul. And look at this free throw brought to you by B. McDerby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamado. Still far from over. It's still 3 and 33 remaining. Now, on the other end, should Johnson drill this in, now the need for stops. And again, the issue of interference. You can, once the ball has been released, I think.
My understanding is once it touches the rim, it's live. So the question I think they were saying is, did he block it before it actually hit the rim?
Tenorio looking at the gaps of the defense, gets his own miss, and they'll get a chance to reset. Now that's a key possession.
Yeah, getting the ball back and giving time for Cyrus Bagio to attack here.
Tenorio thought about it. Acrobatic time.
Oh my!
Acrobatic time.
L.A. Tenorio picking a fine time to finish from the field
with a flourish. You know, it started off with that acrobatic pass of Bagio as well. Johnson. And now, instead of being multi-dimensional as they were in the first half, Santa Lucia getting to be a little predictable here, and that single option getting to be the only one they've had in several plays here in the 4th quarter. Watch this. That shot by Tenorio. Pinuna ng picture muna yung mga nakapost din sa ilalim eh.
That's just a really tough shot, but Alaska doesn't have time to celebrate at all, as this league could go down to 8 here if this free throw goes in. And again, 2.5 minutes is way too long to think that you've won the game with an 8-point lead.
And Haynes is our official underwear here on the PBA. Oh, we've got a ton of timeouts still to go here. Let's see. 101-93 is the count. Santa Lucia brings up the defense. Simpson waiting on the right side. Simpson providing the shield. Tenorio step back 15-footer. No. 2 Realtors grapple with it, but it's taken away by Hugnatan. And Alaska just getting the key possessions, the key rebounds.
But the second straight possession, they're getting 2 shots at the basket. Now they're going to go ISO Cyrus Bagio up top.
Nahilo tayo sa dribble na yun. Baba, ano? And look at this. Bagio trying to steal the ball in an offensive foul. And everything just falling apart for Santa Lucia in the 4th.
Well, and I think that's the 3rd charge that L.A. Tenorio has taken. And that's just a huge play. It's a turnover, Seth. I mean, it's a big defensive stop. L.A., the 3rd time, sacrificing his body to force the opponent into a turnover.
And you know, LA is just so experienced in these stretches of the ball game.
Knowing how to draw the foul.
Yeah,
and now,
correct.
Because of that, every foul after this is now penalty, so Alaska will be shooting on every Santa Lucia foul from here in.
Pistondo with his 2nd foul. Less than a minute and a half. Tenorio dish to the sliding Simpson, and he'll visit the line.
And I like Simpson aggressively going at the basket off the pick and roll, not settling for an easy jump shot, attacking strong.
You're right about the fact that Simpson fits in nicely into this triangle also. And, you know, triangle forces people to pass off, to make passes to a variety of options. And Simpson just knows how to move well without that ball also.
Yeah, well, he's a good shooter to about 15 feet, but he's a great rebounder, great defender, and again, he's played the offense before, so his knowledge of it is very helpful.
10-point spread. And we're going to use a timeout here, and there's going to be clarification as to what kind of timeout this will be. And this is always a dilemma here. And it is a full ceasefire. It's a point going to the last minute 25. And last in the schedule for both squads is this game.
Last out-of-town game for the PBA this conference. Boy, there's going to be some good excitement in Dumaguete City. Yes. What a beautiful city. Have you
Absolutely,
been there?
yes.
I love that place. It's just a great city.
Nice place where motorcycles all parked together, and there's drinking beer by the seashore, by the seaside in the evening. A long walkway and beautiful Silliman University as well.
One of our good friends has helped us with our NBTC, which will be showing later on BTV. Is from Dumaguete, Mr. June C. So great city. I'm sure the fans will really enjoy a great game between Alaska and San Miguel.
Mayang gabi kaninyong tanan just Dumaguete, close range. And some of those close range shots have not worked for Santa Lucia when they needed it the most.
You saw a block right there coming from Simpson on Bitoy's all-alone drive to the basket. And now Alaska going to try to take a lot of time off this shot clock as they've gotten the 10-point lead. Smart play by LA, wasting a lot of clock.
Tira ko na. Airball lang nga.
But in that case, you know, you're not upset with them because 20 seconds went off the clock, and the clock is your friend if you're Alaska right here. So try to take time.
So, Alaska appears like they will be at 11-6 after today's game, Alex.
Yeah, and they're going to give themselves a great shot at getting one of those outright semifinal bursts. And that game that was actually just shown, Alaska-San Miguel. Alaska's going to be 11-6. San Miguel's 12-5. That's going to be a big determiner for who's going to step into that second spot into the semis, outright semis berth.
Bagio guilty of, and company guilty of the 24-second shot clock, rather.
So that's going to be one for everybody to tune in to watch. Saturday, June 26th. Alaska at 11-6, San Miguel at 12-5. And don't forget Derby Ace, who's 11-5. They factor into that equation as well. So.
Now for Santa Lucia, well, they'll be very much in the knockout round, wherein teams over there at the bottom will slug it out. 5-12 is their count, and only one game left in their schedule. Alaska with a good come from behind win, and I think no question about our best player for this game. Cyrus Bagio did it almost single-handedly, especially starting in that second quarter.
Well, he heard you saying that he was starting out slow. He said, "Oh yeah, Seb, I'm going to show you a little something."
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay, go ahead. Let's go to Chicky with Cyrus.
I'm with the best player of the game, Cyrus Bagio. 23 big points. Cyrus, nung first quarter at early second quarter, matamlay yung laro ng Alaska. Pero nung pinasok ka, bigla kayong humabol. So anong iniisip mo nun while you were scoring basket after basket?
Wala na kasi lumayo na eh. Umabot ata ng 21 points na lamang ng Santa Lucia. So parang ginawan ko na rin ang paraan para mabuhay yung team. Nagkaroon kami ng fast break, saka 3 points. Saka yung depensa namin gumanda nung second quarter.
11-6 ang record nyo, tied kayo sa BMEG with number of wins. One last game sa classification phase. Ano ang aasahan ng fans ng Alaska in your last game sa classification round?
Yun nga, yung inaabangan namin ngayon, yung laban namin sa San Miguel, kailangan manalo kami para magkaroon kami ng chance sa outright semis.
Alright, thank you very much, Cyrus. Sev?
Maraming salamat, Chicky, at saka kay Maggu. At salamat na rin, Alex. We did have quite a game, quite a shootout we had here, Alex.
Yeah, just a great game. Santa Lucia coming out guns a-blazing, looking like one of those dangerous teams that nobody wants to play in the wild card phase. But Alaska slowly chipping away. Simpson, Bagio playing great, helping lead their team to the win.
Well, we're going to see Leroy Hickerson and Air 21 up against Barangay Ginebra. And that game coming up in just a short while with Richard Del Rosario, Andy Howe, and Patton Lee. And in behalf of us here in the first game, thank you for joining us for our Father's Day presentation. We're still not yet done. Father's Day show rolls along here in the PBA. Big win by Alaska here in our first game.